Welcome back, Truth Seeker. I want to talk about the most dangerous weapon in the world, and that is the mainstream media, because it has the power to make people act absolutely insane. So, this is a real story. It was last night, and I was doing my decoding thing. Sweet lady was studying away. She's got her big exams Monday. And her friend texted her and said, "Oh my God, I just went to the store and they are sold out of toilet paper." And she sent some screenshots on her text message of the store with, you know, the paper towels and, toilet paper. The whole roll is just, or the whole section is just empty. And my lady, she goes, "Zach, look at this. The toilet paper is all sold out. I told you to get toilet paper 3 days ago." And it's true, she did. She told me to go to the store and get some toilet paper, and I said, "It's okay. We still have a little bit left. We'll be all good." She said, "You better go get some." So, anyway, last night, I started driving from grocery store to grocery store. Everyone is sold out of toilet paper. Everyone. And I checked my phone and I said, "Oh my God, look at this." All the major news outlets today pointed out that there could be a toilet paper shortage because of the coronavirus. So I said, "So this is why this is going on today, because the media put this out there." And keep in mind, I'm in Washington State, right? Washington State's ground zero for the coronavirus outbreak. So I was just like, but look at what the media's done. They've caused everybody to go out and just overload on toilet paper. And actually, you can do a YouTube search right now for coronavirus and toilet paper. There's all sorts of videos up on the web with, hundreds of thousands, million views already of people fighting over toilet paper. And so anyway, I was just going from store to store trying to find toilet paper last night. Not because we're trying to hoard toilet paper for the coronavirus, but just because we're legitimately out. And right when I thought I wasn't going to be able to find any, grocery outlet came in the clutch. Everybody's sleeping on grocery outlet, but they had some there. So I was able to get some, but I had to go to every grocery store in town before I found it. And just realize, look at what they've done. Look at what they've done to cause hysteria over toilet paper. It's all in the Gematria. Toilet paper equals 56, like coronavirus. And remember, this isn't a coincidence. Event 201 took place October 18th, 2019, hosted by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation out of Seattle, Washington, which simulated a coronavirus outbreak, killing 65 million people over the course of 18 months. And from the simulation to patient zero for coronavirus in Wuhan, which was December 12th, was 56 days later, like Event 201 is 56. Everything that is being done is coordinated ritual by the numbers, and whether there really is a coronavirus or not, it doesn't matter, because the mainstream media has the minds of the masses, and people believe and trust the media, no matter how many times it's proven to be dishonest or to mislead. The mind control is powerful. I got to witness it yesterday. The entire town sold out of toilet paper. Have you ever seen how much toilet paper is at a Costco? I mean, it's insane. It's like stocked to the roof, right? It's stocked to the roof. I even went in a Walmart yesterday. I hate Walmart. I don't buy at Walmart. Gone. I mean, this isn't even that big of a town. All the toilet paper gone almost in an instant because the media put this out yesterday, which was Friday, March 6th. So again, just to expand on this story, remember, everything about coronavirus is by the numbers, and I want to show you something new. I want to talk about CNN's top story today, with Seattle being the epicenter, again, the home of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation that simulated this. I want to talk about this, and then I also want to talk about Melinda Gates, because I focused a lot on Bill Gates, but just wait until what I show you about Melinda Gates. I said years ago that I'm pretty sure Bill and Melinda Gates is a false marriage for the rituals that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation carry out. I'm all the more confident I was right about what I said way back in 2014 now. But let's just go through this. So this is the headline today, March 7th, 2020. Inside the epicenter of the U.S. coronavirus outbreak. And today, March 7th, it's a leap year, it's the 67th day of the year. Wuhan equals 67. Remember, the Event 201 event, October 18th, 2019, that was a date with 67 numerology. Wuhan is 67. 67's the 19th prime number. Seattle's 19. We talked about this same thing on January 21st when the first patient was found in the U.S. in Seattle, Washington with Wuhan coronavirus. And then we talked about what are the odds of this in light of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation simulating the outbreak. Now consider today is also March 7th, 3-7. Virus is 37. So perfect day for this news story. Remember, the first patient found in the U.S., January 21st, 121. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, 121. Coronavirus outbreak, 121. World Health Organization, 121. Again, just in case you're new here, been educating about this for going on 7 years. This practice of coding numbers into words comes from Kabbalah. Kabbalah's Jewish mysticism states that God created the world with letters, numbers, and words. It's very important to Freemasonry. A lot of the world elites are of a Masonic affiliations, secret societies. They work by this code every single day. You learn this code, you can see through the rituals. Now, from January 21st to this headline, March 7th is 46 days later. Remember, virus is 46, so is chaos, so is the Latin motto written in Masonic tempos, Ordo Ab Chao, 46. Microsoft is 46. Bill Gates from Microsoft, computers, viruses. If you count the span of days, it's also 47 days. 47. And remember, Seattle's on the 47th parallel, 47 degrees on the Masonic compass. From event 201, which was October 18th, to this headline today, is 142 days. Coronavirus, when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, is 142. Year of the Rat is 142. We're in the Chinese Year of the Rat. A lot of rituals. Since New Year's Day, the Year of the Rat, rat's known for spreading plagues in history. Remember, if you run the alphabetic order in reverse, Wuhan is also 68. It's 67 forward, 68 in reverse. Seattle, Washington, 68. Keep in mind that tomorrow, Sunday, will be the 68th day of the year. We'll see what they give us tomorrow. That will be 3-8. Pandemic's 38. Remember, Bill Gates did the Netflix documentary, The Next Pandemic, which aired on November 7th. 117. From that day to today's story about Seattle being, the epicenter, it's 121 days later. 121 days later. Again, like Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, coronavirus outbreak, World Health Organization, all part of this. All part of this. Again, Bill Gates was in this documentary. He predicts a coronavirus outbreak, and he specifies that it could come out of a place like an open Chinese, store, which is exactly what they're saying that happened. And I actually took the time last night to watch the film Contagion. At the very end of Contagion, they show that a bat's droppings get eaten by a pig, which is then sold in a Chinese food market, and it's that pig that ends up with a chef that starts the outbreak. They show this at the very end of the film, and I'm like, wow, that's exactly pretty much the narrative that they're giving us for this whole coronavirus breakout. And with regards to them doing that in 2011, remember 11's the master number in numerology. So many master plans orchestrated around that number. We've been talking about that a lot with Kobe Bryant in the predictive programming for his death in the film The Black Mamba, which came out in 2011. And remember, 121, the number, has a square root of 11. So I think what they give you in the end of that Contagion film, by the way, a film just full of numbers. But I think what they show you in the closing minutes of that film, again, if you watch it, you can just skip to the very end because they show you right at the end how it all happened. It's the same story as this Wuhan outbreak. The official narrative. But this is how they do us. And whether there really is a coronavirus outbreak or not, it just goes to show, even if there isn't, the media can still cause people to go out and make poor decisions that cause problems for society. Being without toilet paper is obviously not the end of the world, but they can cause the same type of hysteria with so many other things. They can do this with gasoline. They can do this with water. They can do it with, food. They just have to put the fear out there and the people will react. This is why my work for all this time is about helping people escape from the matrix of misinformation, which is the mainstream media, which is the federal government, which is the world of entertainment. All of these things work together against us. They conspire against us to control us, to exploit us. I almost had to go to the left-hand method yesterday. Goodness. Notice CNN, they emphasize the phrase, it's crazy, it's crazy. See how they did that? Again, the reason I spend so much time exposing CNN headlines is because they are the most systematic with this. It's not an accident that they coded, it's crazy, and it equals 121. Again, this is the number all over the agenda. It's crazy. Panic buying forces stores to limit purchases of toilet paper and masks. I was in the Seattle airport just days after the coronavirus thing started when I went down to New Orleans. It was funny how many people had masks on in there, Oh, man. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Melinda Gates. Melinda Gates actually has a story up on CNN right now, too, on the front page. But check this out. Again, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation simulated the coronavirus pandemic October 18th, 2019, and the simulation said 65 million people would die over the course of 18 months. Now look at this. From her birthday to the simulation was her 65th day of her age. And again, pandemic 65, simulation is 65. We've talked about this. I didn't realize all this time, though, that it was done on her 65th day of her age. And I had to go back. I just was curious when Bill and Melinda Gates got married, and it was New Year's Day 1994, right? That is interesting because from Bill Gates' birthday, his last birthday before their wedding date, he was 38 years old at the time. He would have turned 38 October 28th, 1993. From his 38th birthday to the wedding was 65 days later. And notice, pandemic 65 with the alphabetic order, 38 with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology. And you might recall on January 25th, which was New Year's Day for the Year of the Rat, the World Health Organization came out and said that the 38th person had died from coronavirus. Pandemic 38. Bill Gates did the documentary, The Next Pandemic. He's also in the newer Netflix film, which released January 22nd, the day after the first case was found, called Pandemic. But what's interesting is from Melinda Gates' birthday to the wedding was 139 days. And remember, Freemasonry is 139, and with the reverse alphabetic order, it's 158. And her birthday's August 15th, 15/8. We just talked about this with the Johns Hopkins, or the headline Wednesday, where they came out and said 158 confirmed coronavirus cases, and it was 139 days from Bill and Melinda Gates and Johns Hopkins simulating Event 201, where Johns Hopkins equals 158. Again, big Freemasonry numbers that show up all the time. We were talking about it last weekend with the Taliban-U.S. peace treaty by the numbers. Freemasonry running the show worldwide. Now remember, Freemasonry has 47 degrees on the Masonic compass. You could also say that the day that the first patient was found in Seattle, January 21st, you can write that date 21/1, like 211, which is the 47th prime number. Seattle's on the 47th parallel. The name Melinda Gates in the most pure cipher is 47. We've talked about these things before. Bill and Melinda Gates is 74 and 115, like Masonic is 74 and 115. The Event 201 simulation was October 18th, the day leaving 74 days left in the year. Remember, Dean Koontz predicted all of this in 1981. He's 74 years old right now. The Chinese New Year, Year of the Rat, was on his 201st day of his age, Event 201. In his book, it's called Wuhan 400. If you write out Wuhan 400 as words, it equals 201. Kobe Bryant's part of this, now buried in Corona Del Mar. He died during the 74th NBA season. He was in a battle with a pharmaceutical company, supposedly, before he died. Pharmaceuticals, that's what Event 201 was about. Simulating the outbreak and how pharmaceutical giants would respond. How vaccines would be distributed. Bill and Melinda Gates. They're after the universal vaccine for the flu. Keep in mind the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is directly across the street from the Seattle Center where the Space Needle is, which is on 74 acres. Again, you'll find this number all over the nation because the nation is controlled by Masons. It was founded by Masons. That's why the nation's birthday is 7/4, July 4th. Holidays 74, Independence Day 74, Masonic 74, Occult 74, English 74, Gematria 74. It's the number. The number that often goes with 74 is 33. Don't forget that Bill Gates was head of Microsoft for 33 years. If you go to their campus in Redmond, Washington, Building 33 is the executive building. He was the chief executive officer for 33 years. Bill Gates is 33, Masonry 33, Federal 33, Secrecy 33, Order 33, run the alphabetic order in reverse, Corona is 33. It was him who predicted the coronavirus outbreak. It was him who simulated Event 201. And another thing interesting about their marriage is that it was in 1994, which was 26 years before 2020, and it was in January. It was 26 years and 20 days later that you got patient 1 in the U.S. on 1/21. 26 years, virus is 26, COVID-19's 26, plague's 26, China's 26. If you want to add to that list, Bryant is 26. Kobe Bryant died on January 26th. If you run Bryant in reverse, it's 37 like virus. Virus and Bryant are the same, 26, 37. Kobe Bryant died on the 37-year anniversary of Bear Bryant. In Hebrew, COVID equals Kobe. And speaking of 26, Melinda Gates is in the headlines today, March 7th, and today is her 206th day of her age. It's kind of like 26, right? But Seattle's the 206 area code. Might be another reason that they got the virus, that they're the epicenter for the virus. So, again, I will be in Seattle next Friday, this coming Friday, March 13th, 2020. So far, 3 people have confirmed they're going to be there with me. I'll be on the corner of 5th and Mercer, which is at the corner of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the Seattle Center. If you're not familiar with Seattle, go to 5th and Mercer. You'll see that there's a QFC right on that corner. You'll know you're in the spot. I would look for parking up the hill. There's 2-hour parking at a time. You might have to shift your car around, but I'll be doing the same thing. But that's where I'll be. Plan to be there all day. March 13th, 2020, exposing this agenda, waking people up to what's going on. So I hope to see you there this coming Friday. Till next time.